Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Um, the whole purpose of this video is going to be for me to tell you that right now, if you're in the market, if you are in the market to get some high-end OLED TVs, this is the day, or if I should say, this is maybe the week, because I don't know how long this is going to last. All right, this might be some special deal they have for the 4th of July. I don't know. It might be lasting till throughout this week. But hey, first come, first serve. I'm not obviously working for them or anything like that. I'm just simply want to show you the pricing, and also to understand this is how you buy a TV. The way you buy a TV is you wait. You don't go right away and buy it brand new. What you do is you wait. You keep track on the pricing. You wait for the certain deals, because there's always deals. You know, there's holidays deals. There's the football season kickoff deals. There's all sorts of deals happening. There's always a deal. It's kind of like stock market. You have to keep tracking it. And then when you see it, then you go out there, you buy it, and you grab it. That's how it basically works. But what I'm going to talk about here is the pricing and the value. Now, both of these TVs, I'll mention the Sony A1E and LG C7, which I have, which is right here. Both of these TVs are honestly, in terms of quality, picture quality, are exactly the same. Both of them are made by LG panel. The only difference that you will notice on the Sony A1E is their X1 Bravia processing chip. It's a great upscaling chip. It has a little bit better motion, but how many of you really give a damn that much about the soap opera effect? I don't care about soap opera effect. I barely ever use that crap. If that's what you care, then go ahead and grab that. But look how much you're saving. Just look at this. Both of these TVs are 55-inch. This is the one that I have, C7. Okay, the original price was $3,000. Right now it's at $2,300. So it's $700 right there you're saving. With this one, you're paying nearly $1,000. You're paying $1,000, and for what? You're getting the same 55-inch, same size, pretty much the same quality picture. You're not gonna, guys. I have spent 2 months with both of these TVs side by side in Magnolia. Obviously, I couldn't record it to show it to you because they won't allow me to do that. It's the conflict of interest that they have with these brands, so they can't allow me to show you that. Okay, conflict of interest. But I've spent months, like a couple of months really, looking at both of them, and I said, well, why the hell should I pay $1,000 more for something that's a 55-inch, pretty much looks the same, has the same thing? Okay, so it has those reflecting panel speakers in the back. Big deal. With this one right here, you're getting all of the HDR formats. It has the metadata built into it, so by Technicolor, so you're getting all of the future HDR formats. It's like future proof. You don't have to worry about, oh, what's tomorrow's next HDR format. With this one, you're good to go. It's going to read it. All right, so you're getting right there future proof for all the HDR formats. On top of the super picture quality, not to mention that this C7 has a higher, about 150 nits, a little bit higher than the Sony A1E. Built-in Dolby Atmos, which the Sony Google TV, I call it the Google Chromecast TV because that's exactly what it is, doesn't have Dolby Atmos built into it. A lot of you, I look, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I've seen a lot of you out there on the YouTube get brainwashed by this X1 chip. This thing has a chip too, has a quad-core processor. It's as good as the X1 chip that's on the Sony. And I haven't seen any issues with this TV in terms of like bending or burning, retention screen, anything like that. There's no burning or anything like that I have noticed for the a month and a half that I had it, that I have this TV. And you got to ask yourself a couple of things. Here's another good interesting point. Not only can you get this TV for 55 inch for 2300, but check this out. Now you can get the 65 inch. Now you can get 65 inch for 3300. And you're going to pay another $200 more to have a 55 inch Sony. And look how much you're paying for Sony here. And that's a 55 inch, 3500. Look, there's nothing wrong with Sony A1. It's a great TV. It's a great OLED TV. C7, both LG and Sony are the top of the line OLED TVs. There's nothing wrong with Sony. There's nothing wrong with either of these two TVs. But you got to ask yourself a value. See, this is what I always talk about when I do these reviews, when I look at all of this. You have to ask yourself, number one, the pricing and the value. Are you getting a value with this TV for the price? Yes and no. Because there's competition. You are missing some features. You're missing Dolby Atmos, and they still haven't updated HLG hybrid log gamma. They haven't. I think that's what's called hybrid log gamma. They haven't updated the Technicolor Advanced HDR updates on there yet. So they haven't even done that. With the LG, you already have that. You already have HLG and the Advanced HDR by Technicolor. On top of the Dolby Atmos that's built into it. And you're getting also, let's not forget, with the LG, you're getting a much better input lag. You're getting what, 20 milliseconds, 20 to 19 milliseconds. I think on HDR you get 20. Without HDR you can get about 19 milliseconds. So response time and input lag. So the whole point I'm trying to make here is that, guys, you have to think about the value. There's nothing wrong with Sony A1E. Look, I had them side by side. Okay, it has a little bit better speakers, but I have tried the C7 speakers as well. This sounds just as great. I mean, this is a great example. Here we are, $3,300, 65-inch C7. You're getting a bigger size for less than what you're going to be paying with Sony on 55-inch. You have to ask yourself this question. Now, if you have money and money is not an issue, then you're not going to even watch this video. You're just going to go out there and buy it. But I know that's not the truth. I know that everybody wants to save money and nobody wants to burn it. I'm simply telling you, don't get brainwashed and misled. I know it's easy to jump into that. I call it a swirl of bullshit. Gimmick, swirl of gimmick. I call it a swirl of gimmick. You know, it's like a circulation of gimmicks that floats around. You have to remember, some of these YouTubers out there, and I'm not going to name names, they're sponsored. They're sponsored. They get sponsored by different third-party outlets that have sponsorship with Sony, Panasonic, LG, etc., etc. Okay, and their job is, well, did you notice they never say anything bad about either of the TVs? They do point out certain tiny little negatives, but not to the point where it would make you decide not to buy a TV. So a lot of them are being sponsored. So they're going to say, yeah, Sony A1E has this super great processing that makes the soap opera effect look great. C7 has a great soap opera effect, but nobody really gives a damn about that soap opera effect. I never use that. Why? Because it creates even more input lag. Why would I want to use that crap? First of all, the movies are not filmed to be in that 60 frames per second or 120 frames per second. They're not built to be in that type of a soap opera effect. They were built with certain 24p frame that's a standard film frame, and that's how it was meant to be seen. It wasn't meant to be seen with soap opera effects. So I don't know, unless you're watching a sport and that's what you care about, that's fine. But let me tell you, the motion on C7, it's just as good. You know. And I know a lot of people, they buy Sony A1E and they get butthurt like, oh God, oh Jesus, now I have to return this one. I'll have to make some explanation why. Well, this is why you should listen. You know, if Sony A1E was the best TV ever, well, first of all, I would have it. It would be in my room where I would do all the tests. But it's not the greatest because there is better competition. And that competition is right here, man. Look what you're getting with this one, man. You're getting everything out of the box, dude. You're getting Dolby Atmos by itself, it's worth an extra $300. That processing that's inside, man, it's worth an extra $300. Sony doesn't have that shit. You can't have that. Sony cannot have that because they would have to redo the TV and build the processing inside to take the advantage of the Dolby Atmos. All right? So think about the value. And here I am, 65 inch. Here's a 65 goddamn inch, man, for $3,300. And you're going to pay extra $200 to have a 55 inch that's missing a bunch of features just because there's a Sony logo on there. That's called buying a TV for the branding. It's like people who just buy Apples. Apple this, Apple that. Even though PCs, like the laptop I'm right now, blows away the damn Apple. That's cost $1,000 more. So I'm just here to tell you the value and the difference. And as I don't brag about myself. You know, I'm solo. I usually do things solo. I was approached by different YouTubers. I was approached by different people to do some sponsorship, to do a lot of different things. But the reason I go solo is because I want you to hear it from me. And that's what's so unique about me, I think, in my channel is I'm independent and I tell you exactly, here's what's going on. And I have no betting horse here. I don't work for LG, nor do I work for Sony, nor do I work for the BBs, the Best Buys. Okay, I don't work for them either. I don't work for nobody except myself. I buy all this stuff with my own hard-earned cash, and then I'll tell you exactly my honest opinion, independent opinion. And I know you're going to go see a bunch of different videos out there with some high-end microphones and high-end quality picture cameras, video editing. They're all going to write the script, put that out there. I don't write the script. I speak from my mind, okay? And they're going to tell you why you should get the Sony A1E. Sony A1E, it's a really great gourmet-style TV, blah, 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 okay? Think about, I'm not here to tell you which one you should buy. They're both great TVs, okay? Here's the end results. Both of these TVs are great. All right, but you got to ask yourself the value, the price and the value. What are you paying that extra money for? No, look. Actually, as a matter of fact, you're downgrading. With this one, you're paying more to downgrade. When you ask, well, what am I downgrading? Well, you're downgrading, sacrificing Dolby Atmos. You're sacrificing advanced HDR and HLG. Sony promised they're going to update it, but until I see it, until I see the update, then I'll believe it, okay? Just like LG promised they're going to have Dolby Vision update built into UP970, and what happened? Nothing happened. They still haven't updated, okay? So, is this a bad TV? No, it's a great, both of these TVs are great OLED TVs. If this was $3,000, or let's say if this was $2,200 or $2,300, just like LG was, okay, I would say, yeah, all right, then I guess you can go with it. But look how much they're asking. This is the problem with the Sony, man. They're asking way too much for something that's not worth that much. And it's not, because I have seen it, man. If this was the holy grail that everyone talked about, I would have this TV by now. Dude, what's extra $200 for me? Nothing. Nothing. I would have it. But I already tried it. I already looked at it, man. I don't like I don't even like this. I don't like this thing right here in the back, man. It's a pain in the ass. This cover right here. You have to like take this out, pull this out, then you gotta put your inputs in. And the problem with the inputs is it's only like 3 inputs that support 4K 60, and you have to go and turn the you have to turn that feature on. On the LG, all 4 HDMI's right out of the bat, you don't have to do anything. They all support 4K 60. They're all 2.2 HDCP 4K 60 HDMI inputs. Plus you get 3 USB-C, no, not C, 3 USB 3.0s, 3 USB 3.0s right out of the gate on the C7. So there's nothing wrong with the Sony. It's a great OLED TV, but you gotta ask yourself, what am I paying this extra money for? No, go ahead and ask any of these sales personnel. Ask them, hey, what am I paying this extra $1,000 for? When this one, I'm getting Dolby Atmos. I'm getting all of the HDR formats. I'm getting 20 millisecond response time for my gaming, and I got 150 more peak brightness nits built into this one. And it has a quad-core processing chip. Okay, it has a freaking i5 processor in there, hypothetically speaking. All right, it has a really good processor. So you gotta ask yourself that question, man. And you can go with a 65-inch, dude. Here's a 65-inch for $3,300, less $200 less than the which we're gonna be paying for Sony A1E 55-inch. I mean, come on, think about what you're getting with LG, dude. You really have to think about this. Think this through. Take your time, think this through. Don't rush, but remember, I know there can be a lot of anxiety when it comes to buying TV. Oh my God, did I make a mistake? You know, I have a panic attack, or did I buy some garbage? No. Well, that's why I'm here to tell you. You're getting better value with this one. There it is, 65-inch, man. Big giant screen, fully loaded. And you save $1,200. Let's go to Sony. Let's go to Sony really quick. Look at this. Look at the 65-inch. Look at this ridiculous shit. $5,000. Oh shit. Come on. So you're gonna pay an extra $2,000 to downgrade. Sony, come on, Sony, please give me a break, man. Get out of here. No, really, get out of here. And look at this. So you're gonna be saving $2,000 on the LG C7. So please ask your customer, no, I'm sorry, your representative, your salesperson representative at the Best Buy. Ask him, or whichever store you go to buy this, ask them, what am I paying $2,000 for? And I guarantee you they're going to be stuttering. They're going to be rolling their eyes up trying to think of some bullshit to tell you, oh, this is why, it has a better processing, better, come on, man, stop stalling. We all know that Sony, it's asking way too much. For what? Now, if you're going to spend $5,000, you might as well go with the Z9D. I'm just saying, might as well go with the Z9D and have the badass of a TV, okay? But with LG, you're definitely getting your money's worth. And I don't work for LG, guys. I'm just telling you the truth. This is coming from the guy who have tried all of these TVs, been with all these TVs. Everything I talk about, I have it. I have credibility in my videos to back it up. Unlike some other people who just talk and talk and talk. Me, I actually show it to you. If A1E was the best, la creme de la creme, I would buy it. I'm going to wait next year. I'm going to wait next year to see if A1 or if A2, the new, I'm hoping they're going to call it A2, the new OLED from Sony. I'll see what they have. If the new OLED from Sony has a higher peak brightness and it's better and has more features, then that's something I'll reconsider. But right now, at the moment, that's not the case here because you have competition. If there was no LG and Sony was the only OLED, fuck, I guess you gotta go with them. But that's not the case. You even getting a better remote control with this thing. I just want you to think about this. Think about the pricing and think about the value. All right. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to do as I say. I'm not Simon Says, okay, do as I say. No, that's not what this is about. This is about me giving you a second opinion. Think of me as a second opinion tech doctor or some shit like that. I'm here to give you a second opinion, and then you can make up your own mind. But think about the value, guys. Think about what are you paying $2,000 for or extra $1,000 for. If you can't find a reason why you're paying an extra $1,000 for, then and you still go ahead and you buy it, then something's wrong with you. It's like, well, why are you wasting your $1,000, brother? You can invest that money into something else. I'm just here to tell you the honest, logical truth. Again, it's your money. You can do what you want to do. You can burn it. But think about it. Look at this and think about it. Don't rush. Just think about it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry about the microphone. I'm ordering a new microphone. My other one that I have, something's wrong with it. I have to get another one. So I'm ordering a new microphone. So that's why I'm using this right here. This is the best I can do. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. And happy 4th of July, by the way. Yeah, happy 4th of July. And please, for the love of God, stay safe. Don't be an idiot. Don't try to be egomaniac or don't try to be some kind of like douchebag. We all know how that ends. All right, keep your head cool, be smart, and stay safe. Have a good one. Take care.